This no justice. It only is that two Friday came in. You can
Kelly, we can't hear John. It's going in and out.
Hold on 1 second.
They can't hear me.
He may just have to face towards the camera.
What's that? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear him when he faces the face of this camera?
Okay. It's this camera right here.
Does that work, Jenny?
Then Jenny can. Okay, let us pray. Lord, I did my due diligence, but even using that, I still could not find a listing in the book of Proverbs for this profound wisdom. It is still worth following. Be not the first by whom something new is tried, nor the last to lay the old aside. As we Rotarians begin a new year for us, that's a great rule for us to remember. After the leadership that Ranjit gave us this past year, a year with huge challenges, we don't have to lay the old aside. It has served us well in prepping us for how Kelly will lead this club into the unknown opportunities for serving that lie ahead. Help her to know that she has the commitment of us all. To that end, O Lord, give every member of this Dilworth Rotary Club a new sense of vigor, openness, and excitement, and vision to find new and meaningful ways to flesh out in a real life what our commitment to service above self can mean in our lives and for your people who we will probably never meet, in places we will probably never visit, who are nevertheless our brothers and sisters because you are their Father. So to this day, we add our prayers for our good friend, Dave Miller, with hope for a very speedy recovery. And for all those grieving their losses in the collapse of the high-rise in Miami-Dade, sustain them and give them the comfort only you are able to give. We pray this in your name. Amen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a lot. Some of them are
We're definitely working on the average, and we've got Angie here and Angie's sons, whose names I do not know. I apologize. Ben and Austin Lawson. Ben and Lawson are here with us today. How about a round of applause for them? And then I'm also happy to welcome back Renee Steen. Renee, where are you? Renee is here. She visited us a couple of weeks ago, and Renee is a prospective. Thank you. Great.
Oh yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we do. Lydia, could you come in? Can you come in? Don't forget.
I cannot forget the Zoomies. Liddy, thank you for joining us. It's good to see you. And it is, where are you? You in Florida? Where?
You're breaking up.
What state are you in, Myrna?
I wasn't sure if you were talking to me. I'm in Branson, Missouri today.
Awesome. Great. Great. Good to see you. And Liddy, in case you
too.
didn't hear me, good to see you as well. Thank you.
I did. Saving.
Right. Everybody happy? Where is that, Liz? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna translate and Kevin's gonna walk around. He's not gonna get to eat. All right, Bob Teague says he's happy. We've got new administrations today, but I'm not, after this morning, I'm not really sure he should be happy. And David is happy that Ranjit is gonna get to relax a bit. Howard just happy to be here. Ranjit's happy that we have new administration. I didn't hear the second part. We'll have this fixed next week, promise. Thanks to Ranjit. That was from Sean. So Tim's daughter just retired after 20 years from Wells Fargo. And she's starting to work with Pinnacle Bank after retiring. I don't know who does that. Who retires and then starts another job? So he's excited about that. I know, that's not retiring. And okay, and Renee says congratulations to me. I can't wait for you guys to meet her. And Kate is here. She's happy to be back in person. And Angie's happy because she got to hug Kay today. Ooh, Ben just recently turned 13 and he really enjoys the food. So you guys are really missing out today because. All right, Brad put in $10. And Ranjit's last act as president of Dilworth Rotary. He threw a pie in Brad's face. Thanks him for coming to his retirement party. He had $500 worth of pies thrown at him at his roasting and retirement party. And now it's Eric. He gives Happy Dollars online, which you can find in the Dilworthian. Eric. Eric said he's here to support and support my reign of terror. What was the second? How to do terrific leadership instead of reign of terror. And just so you guys know, I did have my Elizabethan collar already. I tried it on this morning, but because I was wrangling 3 computers, I literally walked out without it and I couldn't go back and get it. So I will wear it the next time we meet. You will get to see my Queen Elizabeth. Kevin is contributing for my year of leadership, for Ranjit's year of leadership, and because Brad got pies in the face. All right. So anyone online happy want to say anything? Unmute yourself. You guys are just good. Okay, moving on. All right, so we have
Okay, we lost you again.
I'm coming. All right. So another way that we pass the torch, you know, Ranjit gave me the pin, the president pin. We passed the torch 2 weeks ago. But now we get to give back to him, and we would like to present Ranjit with in recognition of your undying commitment to Rotary and your continued leadership of our club. Charlotte, Dilworth, South End Rotary 2020, 2021. And I think the undying commitment also was like, he didn't get COVID maybe. I don't exactly know. Did you get COVID? But we are incredibly grateful to you for that unprecedented year.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, and this is yes, we would like to recognize Kevin Kendrick for his wonderful year of leadership. This is a little bit late, but never too late. So thank you, Kevin. Please come forward. Thank you. I'm super excited for what Kevin is going to be doing for us in the district. He's already been out to visit the Charlotte Club. It's a great work. You know, really good. Thank you. Thank you. Right here. I wanted to say thank you to Ranjit because he is going to be doing some wonderful things at the district level. And that includes identifying programs for the district. He did such an outstanding job with speakers for our club yesterday. I think someone in Rotary leadership recognized that this is something that could translate well to the district level. And he's going to be bringing in that same quality, that same caliber of speaker for the district. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Let the district steal all of our good people. We need them here first. And then you can pass them out to the other folks. That is, before we get into my presentation, which is probably the most standard thing I'll ever do this year, so enjoy it while it lasts. I will say the one thing that that will not change this year, because we will have some changes because I am who I am. That's just the way that it goes. So if you don't like it, get out. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But we will not see a reduction in the quality of speakers internationally, locally, regionally, nationally that we've come to know from Ranjit and other members of our team here. I know Frank brings a lot of amazing people in. So if you guys have great ideas for speakers, please let us know. But we are going to keep meeting that that excellence that we've seen this past year. So Ranjit is still on the hook, even though he's trying very hard to run away. He's trying very, very hard, but I've got him by like suspenders or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and move into our presentation. So Zoomers, bear with me while I do this. It's almost like baby boomers, but baby Zoomers. Yep. You just need to find it. There. Into minimize that. All right, Jenny, I cannot see you, but can you see the screen? Can you unmute yourself and just give me a yay, we're good. You can hear, you can see.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay.
I had you
Very good.
spotlighted.
All right. So get yourselves ready. I'm not going to do anything crazy today because I'm going to give you a chance to breathe before I start the crazy. But it should be. We gotta start with music, right? Because this is the music club. I got some ideas for us, Angie. All right, so I'm sorry that was a little clunky, but you know, it's the one-man band again here. And you can't see this. How do I make this dumb thing move more? Get out of the way. All right, I needed to go away. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about really quickly is that we are going to continue hybrid meetings as much as it is painful. It leaves me up at night. It keeps me here for 2 hours, and then it still stresses me out when I get here the next day. But we're going to fix it, and we're going to make it as good as possible. So I've got some tips on meeting in person and meeting via Zoom. All right. I have this in yellow because I'm not really sure when the meeting actually starts. So I was hoping someone else might know. But social time is going to start at 11:30 here in this room. And then we will start the meeting, I believe, at 11:50. I think that's a really weird time. I don't know why that is the way that it is. Anyone from past administrations?
It's been that way as long as we
11:45,
know.
11:50. What was that, Jenny?
I said it's been like that as long as we've been members down here.
All right. So historically, we will keep this. I think it works fine. So Zoomers, if you guys want to, we'll have it logged on at 11:30. If you guys would like to get on, and you should be able to speak back and forth once we get the microphone fixed next week, to folks in the room as well as to each other. The meeting will start around 11:45, 11:50. All right, if you are vaccinated, you are not required to wear a mask at Dilworth Neighborhood Grill, okay? No mask and no mask for you guys Zoomers, and makeup is optional, although if I'm ever on Zoom, you better damn well know I'll be wearing makeup. Woo! All right, clothing is required for all of those here in the building, okay? You must wear clothes. Ben, now that you're 13, you got to wear clothes, dude. All right? Yeah, he's disappointed. All right, pants are optional for those on Zoom. The Jeffrey Tubin rule. Okay, I call it the Zoom mullet. So like business on top and party on the bottom. So, you know, to be honest, if you guys want to show up in your pajamas, that's fine. So, all right. So, and I know this is especially true for just today, but please remember our friends on Zoom when you're speaking into the microphone, that when we actually get this, when we get this microphone working, Angie and I are going to do a class on how to use a microphone. You eat it like this. Okay, see this? Does everyone see this? This is the way you speak into a microphone. So when it's working next week, I'm going to require everyone, if you fail this test, I'm going to take the mic away from you and you don't get to speak anymore, right? You're going to have to mime everything. Like, so just I thought that was a joke, but I think, yeah. So Kevin is worried about the sanitation. I'm not going to say that other word because it sounds wrong. I understand. He said, but what we'll do is we can get some alcohol wipes and just wipe them down after each person. Okay. You don't have to literally eat it. You don't lick it like a lollipop. You don't like put it in your mouth, but you just have to aim it towards you. Okay. You can't do it like this. I know a lot of you guys like to talk like this. It's physics sound. So if anyone wants to explain the physics, do we have any physicists in here? I have so anyway, so if we can figure something else out, we will, but we will definitely sanitize. So, all right, Zoomers. Oh, Ben, do you have a question? No, ma'am. Oh, wow. I know he did. I saw it. I'm a ma'am. Oh, okay. You know that. Okay, so Ben knows a lot about sound, and we might have to hire him out to come and actually set up. And you don't need to go to school, right? He can just come here. No school. education is optional and overrated. Is that what, so this, this is what the 13-year-old is saying. So free meal, yes, that is true. That is true. But the thing I really want to drive home is that those of you who guys are going to be logging in via Zoom, and folks here as well, if you can't actually physically be present, we're making it really easy to join a meeting. But we want to hear from you. We want to know what your experience is like. Don't judge us by this one or any of the ones previously. Judge us once we get this microphone fixed. If the sound's going to be a lot better. But we want to hear from you. So please give us your feedback. All right. So this year, I don't really want to talk about my vision because I don't have a vision. Rotary International has the vision. We're just here to execute it. We're here to make the club's vision happen, right? But what is important to me are three things. And I mentioned them the last meeting we had. The first is that I want us all to connect. So that means a bunch of different things. Obviously, we want to reconnect with, oh, we still can't see this dumb thing. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I can't make it go away. Does anyone know how to make this dumb thing go away?
What are you trying to make go away?
I can't make it go. Okay, it's fine. I think everyone can see at this point. So I want us to reconnect with all of our old friends that we haven't seen. Gus, we haven't seen Gus in since before COVID, so it's great to see you. I think we've seen everybody else. Kay, we haven't seen Kay in a while either, so it's great to see you as well, Kay. I think everybody else, everyone else in here, I think has at least been one time. We've gotten to see your smiling faces. So, but the thing that is that's really, really important is that we've had some new members come on since COVID, and folks like Taylor Houston, my colleague, who came on right before COVID and pretty much got inducted during COVID on Zoom. And like most people have never seen his face and knows who he is. And so there are other folks that, we've never even seen before. Like Amarja, you've met most everybody because of socials and things, but you might not have, you probably never met Gus before. Gus, Amarja, Gus, introduce yourselves. So that's one of the things I want us to really, really work on this year is getting to know all of our new members getting to know the members who've been around for a while. There's a wealth of knowledge here. I have learned so much from the members in this club and feel incredibly supported. So I want all the new members to feel that this is their family just as much as I feel that this is my family. Kevin? For the new members. Oh. So Kevin is telling everyone that, telling all the new members that there is a protocol. We do have kind of an induction process once you get your PIN. There are things that you get to do that you'll be signing up for. And Kevin has also started like orientation classes, and we got to get you hooked up with those. So yeah. And we've got lots of other tools that are going to connect folks with resources, which is a great segue to letter B. So I'm very excited about Nico, our new governor, Nico. He is a younger guy. He is going to try and get District 7680 up to speed with technology, get us into the century, somewhere around in there. So, there are a wealth of resources out there. And when I became a Rotarian, I had no idea. It really wasn't until this year, through this process, that I actually realized that I could log on to myrotary.org and like what DACDB was good for, DACDB. Some people say, you guys say DACDB. So there's so many moving pieces to Rotary that it gets overwhelming for those of us who are newer. I've been in the club for, I think, 4 years. Eric will tell you he's good with dates. Maybe 5, I don't know, somewhere around in there. It doesn't matter. I've been around. But I don't think 10, like I maybe heard Rhett say. I don't know if you said that, Rhett, but Hasn't been 10. But I want us to connect to those resources, right? I want us to introduce all of our newer members to those resources so that you don't have questions, right? Like you can always ask a person, you can connect with a person, but you can also connect online. I hear a rumor that there's an app coming. Probably gonna stink for a while, but it'll eventually, we'll get it. You know, it'll be good eventually. So so I'm gonna pray to the technology guides that is a great resource as well. So we also are gonna have a refreshed newsletter thanks to Jenny. Whoop, whoop. I think Taylor, I'm hoping to talk Taylor into. So if you guys haven't met Taylor yet, put some pressure on him to help me and Jenny with the new newsletter. We're gonna have a draft version. What's that? No pressure. We're gonna have a draft version, we're gonna test it out with this next. No, did you already send it out, Jenny? I haven't even looked. Okay, so this one is the draft version. We're still kind of figuring out how to use it because it's through Wix and so we're gonna just keep improving it. But one of the things about it is that we're gonna have quick links so that you can always find, happy dollar links and, part, whatever it is, you'll always be able to find the same type of link in the newsletter in an easy format. So we're going to try and simplify the format. We're making it HTML. For those of you who don't know what HTML is, basically, when you open up your email, you're going to be able to see the newsletter and you're not going to have to open the PDF or download it. You're going to see it. For those of you who like to print it, you'll still be able to print it. You just print off your email. So if anyone has any questions about that later, we can walk through it. But so it should be a little bit easier to access, a lot more visually, appealing, because we're going to have, it will be almost like a web page in a way. So huge props to Jenny for that and just every other thing she does for the club. So guides. So I mentioned earlier, Kevin has been doing a little series of trainings and introductions on Rotary history, Rotary tools. So we also want to, one of the things that I struggled with until really the last year or two was there are so many district conferences, there's so many conferences, there's so many things that you can go to and engage in with Rotary. I didn't know what any of them really were. Like, what is the benefit of that? What is the benefit of me as when I was a non-president going to the district conference? Well, let me tell you, people in Rotary, if you enjoy the people in this club, there are even more amazing people in our district that you can connect with. There are some fun people out there, y'all, some fun people, and district conference is where you meet a lot of them. So I want us to start not only engaging with each other, but also engaging with other members of the district and other events. So we're going to be kind of highlighting those things and telling folks what the actual benefit to them will be. Instead of just mentioning it, we're going to tell you what you'll actually learn, what you'll be doing, why you should go. And what it costs, because there are fees, there are hidden fees. We don't want it to nickel and dime you guys to death. All right. So this year's new theme is Serve to Change Lives. Well, this club is all about service. We have really stepped up in the last couple of years with Kevin's leadership, with Ranjita. We have done amazing things service-wise and supported a ton of nonprofits locally, regionally, and internationally. And although COVID has kind of put a halt on our international project right now, we will get it going as soon as India kind of opens its doors up. We see what's going on also with our friends down in Peru. I'll just say Peru. I can't ever pronounce the city that was in, so I'll learn it eventually, or I won't. I'll just keep asking people for help to say it. So I want everyone to at least attend one volunteer effort this year, right? A lot of folks have attended tons of them. And if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know, because there's also going to be we've got 2 new folks, and Sean. So Linda was here 2 weeks ago and telling us her and Sean are now going to be in charge of actual volunteer engagement across the board for the district. So we're going to start knowing what all the other clubs are doing. We invite members of other clubs to join us for our volunteer activities. We've actually got some folks like Lydia, who's on the call. You guys can't see her right now, but so Lydia actually joined us. Liddy, sorry. I was thinking Lydia, oh Lydia, Lydia the tattooed lady, but it's just Liddy. Sorry, Liddy, I apologize. See, I'm awful with names. Go ahead and get used to it. I'm awful. Eric, yeah? It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. So don't ever take it personally. I can barely remember my own name. That's why we're a name tag. So Liddy joined us for our books, one of our books on breaks, distributions, and she brought her son as well. And we had a ton of fun. We loved having her there, and she got to see what we were up to as a club. And I hope that we also get to then go and see what other clubs are up to. And it doesn't matter if it's our club's event. Let's just sign up and go. Do what moves you. Taylor always says I talk too much, but it's because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about giving and serving to others. So just go find something that you love, that you're passionate about, and then come back and tell us about it. And we'll either get involved or we'll find a way to give the blessing and go forth and prosper, and you can bring friends. So yes. So if there's a service project you'd like us to consider, a district grant, it doesn't have to be the board that makes these decisions. You guys can bring them forth and let us know, and then we can then push them up the chain to get approved, get the money, get a sign up genius going, whatever it is, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So another thing that I'd like to do this year is I want to start a nonprofit minute. So we can do this in the newsletter, and then also we can do this at each meeting. I'd like to take a minute or two to highlight a nonprofit or a project or some sort of social effort that is going on in the city or regionally that members are passionate about, that you are interested in, that you want to know more about. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you support? What do you support financially? What do you support with your time? What do you support with your heart? And then I want either folks to send us information about it so we can share it with the club as a whole, or we'll put it on our website. If they're doing a drive or something, we'll put it out there. And if members would like to participate and bring something in, we can provide items. We can do whatever it is that they need. But what I think sometimes happens is, and I will say this because I get asked, because Eric and I get asked to speak at Rotary clubs, but we have so many amazing speakers this year that we're probably not going to get to all the nonprofits and projects that want to come and speak to us. So I want to find a way to highlight them and show the great work they're doing, show the need that they have and how we can help them, but also keeping our amazing speaker lineup. So this is kind of that way to do that. So if you have a cause that you would like to highlight, go ahead and shoot me an email, and we will start that next week if you'd like. So and then obviously Charlotte Speech and Hearing, we just need to hear from you guys at some point. You'll have weekly. Okay, Angie says they're going to do Charlotte Speech and Hearing weekly. So let's see. Go. There we go. All right. This is the most important one. Number 3. We're going to have fun, right? Because that's our fifth rule. So while we're not going to be doing a social every single month, we're now getting to see each other in person, so we don't need that social every single month. Right now, the plan is to do one quarterly, but if we find that that people are showing up and people want it more often, let's make it happen, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be a, Dilworth Rotary sponsored event. We can do whatever we want. We don't have to follow the rules. This is the most important part. Get ready, y'all, because meetings are going to change just a little. Like I said, this week I'm giving you a pass because I don't want to shock you all and I want you to come back. So, but in that same, the reason that I'm about to talk about this really quickly is that I want us to find ways to connect with each other. Not everybody is like me, who runs their mouth, who talk to anybody. Some people are introverted. I don't really know what that's like, but people need help to connect, right? So I, as a former teacher, I guess you're always a teacher, as a former drama therapist, I used to do a lot of experiential learning. I love it. It makes me stay up late at night thinking of things. Taylor can attest. We just, this makes us happy. So you might come in one day and find the tables all rearranged. You might find a Mad Libs on your table that you have to then work on with the people at your table. Yes, you work on Mad Libs. Thank you, Lawson. Appreciate it, buddy. Give me $1 later. I want us to connect in fun ways. So it doesn't just have to be, you know, how was your COVID? It was great. I don't know. I actually looked for I looked for an SNL clip last night on life after COVID, and there were so many funny ones, but none of them were appropriate for this meeting. And so I restrained myself, which is hard to do, and I did not include it. But if you want to see like funny clips, go and just look at conversations after COVID on SNL skits on YouTube. And it's really funny. But they dropped some F-bombs, and so I couldn't really put it on here. So anyway, and the last thing really is, you know, I've had some people say, don't forget about us old folks. Not my words, not my words. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel, right? I'm just gonna add a different spice. Some of you might think it's too hot, just let me know. Some of you, it might make you itch, just let me know, just let me know. But if you're completely allergic to it, I'll back off and I'll maybe find a different spice that we can use. But we're gonna honor the traditions, but we're also gonna create new ones. We don't have to always remain the same. So we're gonna take what works for us and keep it and continue it, but then we're gonna throw out the stuff that doesn't really work for us anymore and create new traditions. And you know what? It's fine if those traditions go out with me and the next new president comes in and creates brand new ones. That's why getting to serve as president is so much fun, because you get to come in, do something kind of crazy, and then the next person comes in and does their own thing. So every year it's always just a little bit different, but we're the same family. So that is, sorry. That's as tame as I can be. That's tame. That's as tame. So, sorry, just make sure. Yes. So I've got some other things on here, like, you know, here's our strategic plan, all that kind of stuff. It's all really important. Everything that we're going to be focused on this year is in line with Rotary International Strategic Plan. And so I'm happy to share that with you. You can also find it on myrotary.org, which only 42% of us are signed up for. So please go out and sign up for myrotary.org. That's 47. Oh, we need 40. Okay, we need the remaining 42. So we need 100%. And if you don't know how to do it, we'll sign you up here. We'll set up a laptop and we'll have to sign up. It's got some great stuff on it. If you can actually get on it. It's not a judgment. Sorry, I need my diet, my fuel. This, I didn't really work on this very much, so I'm sorry, it's just so word heavy, but I just wanted to say this last thing and then we'll get going. This is not my Rotary. I mean, it is my Rotary, but it's our Rotary, it's our club. And as the president, I just steer the ship. That's all I'm doing, right? I can't do this alone. I definitely can't do this alone, or Eric might fire me because I'm only doing Rotary. And if the last 24 hours is any indication, it could be bad. I could be without a job. So, so I need your help. We already have, our board is intact. If you are on the Rotary board, raise your hand. If you're on the board. So that's, Marja, are you on it? Raise your hand, Marcia. And Jenny is online raising, I'm sure she's raising her hand, although I can't see her. So these folks are the current team, right? But we need more people because there are a ton of moving parts in this every single week. You know, there are things that need to happen. People need check-in. We need folks to help me with technology so that I don't lose my flipping mind for the rest of this year, because I might have to go to India with Ranjit when he goes if we can't get this technology stuff working. So can you take me? All right, peace. Yeah, we're all going with Ranjit. It's gonna be a very expensive flight. But Jenny is now doing public relations and image for the entire district. So while she's been doing that for us, she now has an expanded job and she's gonna need help. We're gonna need help. Social media is really, really critical. And I'm actually gonna invite my husband who runs social media for Bank of America to come and speak to us, how you can actually utilize it, easy things that actually have high impact. But social media is important for us to get the word out about all the amazing speakers that we have. And so we're gonna have a way for you guys to invite your friends and family who you think are going to be interested, right? Just put it out there on your social, and if people are interested, let them zoom in. They don't have to physically come, right? I am not a hard sell kind of person when it comes to like getting people to join Rotary, because I believe if you love Rotary and you love this club as much as I do and as much as Kevin does and many of you in this room, people are gonna get it when you talk, because you're gonna want to talk about it, right? And they're just gonna want to come and be here in this space. So I don't think you have to do the, hey, I need to come to, well, you do whatever you need to do. But if you're engaged and if you're enjoying yourself, that's gonna show everyone, and people are going to come, right? If you build it, they will come. The baseball. Yeah, I don't know what League of, what is it? Field of Dreams. I almost said League of Their Own, but that's no crying in baseball. Sorry, I'm getting my baseball metaphors picked up. So we need folks to help with public relations, local service. So Kevin is going to be leading. No. David is the chair. David just raised his eyebrows like, I didn't know that. So anyway, Jenny, a lot of people have a hand in the actual service part. So international service, these are all the different committees that we can have and that we have had in the past. We have a grants committee. Tom has been on that committee, and we've had some great experiences with grants. And we've got a new, I think one of our newest grants, hopeful recipient, our prospective recipient will be here in the next couple of weeks to talk to us. Excellent. We've also got contact and care, which Jim Stump. Oh, and Kay. Okay, perfect. I still got to learn everyone who's involved, but Jim they do an amazing job. But that's really just reaching out to folks who haven't come in a while, who are maybe feeling down, who've had anniversaries, whatever it is, whatever's going on in people's lives. This team makes sure they stay connected and that we are staying connected to them as well. Membership. Every year, Rotary wants us to grow, right? Obviously, we want us to grow too. So that is, let's see. You have to come up here and make a comment so the baby Zoomers can hear. Although he's hobbling.
I wanted to share this membership statement because Jenny and I were at the Charlotte Club's installation ceremony this past Tuesday. And the new president is Carol Hardison. Carol Hardison leads crisis assistance. She's a wonderful person. Carol has been a Rotarian for 20 years, but when she made her remarks, she said, I was invited to Rotary. The reason I'm a Rotarian is because of 4 people. And she named the 4 people, but one of those 4 people was Dave Miller. And it was amazing because here she is now. She had crisis assistance. She's been a Rotarian for 20 years. And now she's the president of the biggest club in the district. And it's all because a guy like Dave Miller, who is a very quiet, unassuming guy, invited her to become a Rotarian, and she took him up on it. That's the power of talking to people and networking with people and telling them about what Rotary can do.
So we'll have kind of a little learning session on membership in the future. But we do have a membership committee. So we've got different ways of bringing new folks in. So programs. Kevin is going to chair our programs committee with the help, Ron. What's that? Yeah. So Ranjit is gonna Ranjit is obviously going to continue to help out with amazing speakers. We've got other folks in the room who brought us amazing speakers as well. So anyone that you would really like to hear from, Kevin, just let Kevin know, and we can reach out and get them to come on and have a chat with us. Social. Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Just wanted to remind you guys. Just wanted to remind you, best meeting ever. Even though this is kind of the boring part. So we've got, so social to me is kind of all involved with planning social activities. Okay, do you no, so Kate and Rosemary, that's right. Kate and Rosemary couldn't join us today. I think she's traveling to Florida, I think. But Kate and Rosemary are in charge of that. But like Romy will attest, sometimes your husband dumps an event on you and then you're doing it all by yourself and you're dying, right? So we all need to participate in those things. When we have things, the auction was incredibly successful, but it took an amazing amount of work and for all that and thank you social youth. So Angie, you used to be the chair of youth, right? It needs revamping. Okay. There's a lot of things going on that are with youth. And so I also love being part of that as well. So so if you are called to work with young people, sign up for this committee. So fundraising, that is another one. If you're really good at raising money, join the fundraising committee and then also come and talk to me. Promising you just and then foundation, which Bob is going to continue as our foundation. And Sean, yes, Sean, thank you for being his number 2. I appreciate that. So, and he's going to teach you a little bit more about the foundation and how we benefit from the foundation, what the foundation does, and we'll learn a little bit more of that actually the day that the West Boulevard folks come out. So get involved. These are the committees. If you see something that calls to you, let us know what you want to do. We also have, things around the meetings that we need help with. Think about what it is you're good at. Think about it as what you are interested in, and then let us know how you are going to serve the club. Because, 6 or 7 people can't do it all. We all need to be a part of this club and make sure that it's healthy. And yes, Angie. Yeah. So Angie, so for those of you online, Angie just suggested that we start the sign up genius again for the sergeant at arms for the greeting and raffle taking and everything. So Jenny, if you still have that, if you could reboot it, that would be awesome. So that's a great idea. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's really all I have for right now. Just put your big girl pants on and get ready. Hi guys, there you are. Woo-woo! All right. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta go look at my agenda. All right. We really don't have time for questions unless, what I'll do is I'll just hang around afterwards. If anyone has questions, we can talk about them. But I want to get everybody out of here so that you can go back to work or go back to your recliner or whatever. So let's see. Actually, Ben, our physicist, could you go pick a winner out of our raffle? Sorry, Zoomers, we're doing a raffle right now, so it's. 1, 2, 1. Oh, Bob, 2, 1. Thank you, Ben. All right, let's. Where's our 5-way test banner? Oh, that's right. We're missing a piece. So, if we could do the 5-way test, and then we will be adjourned for the afternoon and the weekend. Yes, I guess Stan. Why do I not remember that? Who's Stan? All right. Of all the things we think, say, and do, first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, and fifth, will it be fun? All right, hold on, I gotta ding it. I'm gonna try not ding it. Thank you, guys. Jenny, thank you. I hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Kelly. I hope so too. I talked with it. Well,
I
the doc,
can't hear you, but I think that dumb speaker is having issues, but I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
And Brett, good to see you kind of. All right, see you soon. Bye.